We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Defense is not an option for these two. Good counter punching. Not a lot of defense here at all. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight the Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Beautiful counter shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice job by him to block that jab. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's a counter shot. Oh, what a punch. How about that time counter shot? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. In that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. And there's the bell for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Good counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Catch and shoot. Big swing and a miss with the hook. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
You cannot beat a good old-fashioned long jab. Nobody can get past that.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. And a round that's... Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter lands. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. He threw a a punch and just got countered. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Hatton in that last round. He is down. Back at it in round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's alright to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Do you believe this? Counter shot. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Hatton in that last round. On to the 5th we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Punch, counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big punch, and Ricky Hatton is down. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
And I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
hard. He's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What heart, what desire, but it won't. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Hatton in that lap. There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Just misses with that left uppercut. That counter shot lands. And he scores with the counter. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Caution being thrown to the wind. He misses with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. At this point, and there's the bell for round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Misses with the straight left. That counter punch caught him clean. A perfect counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice counter punch. There's a counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. How much Round 8, and we're off again. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A perfect counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? This is not good news for Ricky Hatton. Looks like they've shaken it off.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
That uppercut doesn't land. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. And he just misses with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Another win, another unanimous decision.